Mm-hmm. Well, they outplayed us. That was the key to the game. Their approach and our approach was, two totally different zip codes tonight, but they outplayed us. I mean, from second chance points, turnovers, I think it was something like 54-9. And then we gave up a 68-point second half. I mean, you don't need to even go any further than that. That was unbelievably poor defense and not the type of approach that we would expect. You can have off nights because you're missing shots, but I thought from a effort standpoint, they just outplayed us in that department. And it wasn't like we didn't know that. That's all we showed was them attacking the glass and attacking the paint. And we can sit here and talk about what we didn't do. They outplayed us. You have to tip your hat to their style of play. They lived up to their style of play tonight. We did not. Yeah. I just think they have a style of play that they buy into every night, and we do as well. But we didn't show that tonight. It was 13-3, I think, when I had to call a timeout, and you felt like it was a 25-point deficit. It was 10 points, and I just thought we were emotionally not as solid as we needed to be tonight. Nah, I'm not going to play that game. That's not who we are. That's not who we're going to be, and we'll fix it. And I mean, we have to fix it. It's not like, Coach, you got to fix this, or Chris, you got to fix this, or Jay, you got to fix this, or Book. No, it's a we thing right now. We have to fix the mentality of playing to our standard. And that's what I said when I was talking to the NBA TV crew. It's like, we just have to play to our standards. When certain teams aren't playing their starters and you're looking at a weird scouting report, then you just play to your standard. And we did that when guys were out. Now that we have everybody back, now we got to do that. And so I can do some things differently. The rotation was a bit weird tonight, having Cam back. Torrey didn't get back into the game until the second and fourth quarter, so he was thrown off a bit. So those are things that I can fix. But from an approach standpoint and understanding how a team's going to play, that was not to the level that we expected. But we can fix it. Nah, it wasn't that. I mean, blitzing doesn't keep the team from getting offensive rebounds. We could blitz, we could switch, we can do whatever, but you still got to box out. And every time we did put two on the ball, even if it wasn't a blitz, they kicked it to the weak side and drove to the paint. If you blitz, you're going to run into that with a lot more space to cover. And so, yeah, you could hindsight that part, but I can do that when we win games. The offensive rebounds that we gave up tonight to start the game, that was, I think we gave up 10 in the first half or something like that. Early in the second quarter, I think 16 for the game. So that's something that we've dealt with this year, but not to that degree in a while.
When it comes to a journey to a championship, obviously the big win is so impactful. How are these losses impactful as well when it comes to that journey?
Well, I think, one, everybody wants to win a championship, but you can't skip steps. I think you have to go through tough losses like this to learn and understand that you can't just show up. We've won a lot of games. I think we won 9 in a row or something like that. And you could say, well, you were due. We weren't due for that. If you lose a game, you lose a game. But when you get hit on the chin like we did tonight, like that was a bit unexpected. Now it happens, but we didn't expect that tonight, especially after the way we played in Golden State the other day.
We'll base with Kellen on Zoom.
Hey, Monty, I'm not sure if this is exactly the right word, but would you say this is a loss that can be humbling for the guys right before the postseason?
I think so. I think you could probably find a few adjectives to describe, a bit humbling, a bit deflating. But like I told our guys, like we won 62 games for a reason, and we've played to a certain standard. And even when the shots aren't falling or whatever the case may be, we have to continue to play to that standard. And so, yeah, it's humbling in that respect because we didn't necessarily play with the Suns' effort that we typically play with every single night. And we didn't have the mental stamina tonight like we've had most of this season. Yeah, thank you.